young age, we're constantly told that strangers are dangerous. I don't believe that. Everyone around us has a story to tell. Their own friends, family, a completely unique perspective on the world. It's just a matter of asking a few questions. So I set out in Carytown, looking to find these so-called strangers and find out more about them. Joining me is Clovis and Jack, who agreed to get out of their comfort zones and talk to people they've never met. And so, we started our journey. This is impossible.
Think about it like this. You're never going to see people ever again. So if you... Oh my god. So if you ask someone and they say no, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'll do it.
The nerves hit us hard. It felt impossible to go up to someone, let alone look anyone in the eyes. But after mindlessly walking up and down Cary Street, we found them.
What's one question or advice you would give to your younger self?
Don't stress out too much.
Okay.
It gets a lot better. Like, you're just young. Like, you think it's the end of the world, but it's not. Like, you'll face a lot worse, but it'll get a lot better.
I'd say probably don't be so scared of everything. Like, there are things that you can do that aren't going to end up badly.
After our first interaction, we were ready to take on everyone. What's on the top of your bucket list?
The top of my bucket list. I feel like seeing the Grand Canyon comes to mind. I also, man. Okay. Let me give it a little bit of thought. Yeah. Okay. So I just proposed to my girlfriend a few weeks ago.
Nice.
And we don't want like a huge wedding, but it was just a really like nice and romantic moment that we had. So I guess like non-generic answer, because I feel like Grand Canyon is a little generic, but I'd like to marry my fiance.
Weed's contagious energy kept our hopes up, and with some more messing around, we kept going. What's on the top of your bucket list?
Honestly, I just love eating flies. So if I can eat flies all day, my goal is to hit at least 1 million flies eaten in my life. That's crazy, dude. I know, it's awesome.
What's your favorite memory?
So I was actually thinking about this morning. It's probably not my favorite memory, but something I was reading brought it up. My sister and I were like reminiscing on sister relationships and family relationships, and something we were talking about is how our grandma every night called her sister, my great aunt Margaret, and so we would constantly hear them talking on the phone when we were visiting my grandma, and this was brought up because my friend lost her sister on Friday, and so we were just talking about how grateful we are to be so close and be able to talk with each other almost every night, and how our grandma taught us how important those relationships are.
Rebecca reminded us of how important it is to stay connected with those close to us. Her willingness to open up was surprising to us. We never expected to form such an emotional connection with someone we randomly met on the street. I always knew every person I saw had a story, but I never quite understood the depth of it. What's your favorite song?
There's way too many of them.
Your favorite album or artist or anything?
I listen to a little bit of everything. Like I listen to everything from Gigi Allen to John Prine. Like lately, I've been listening to a lot of Amon Amarth and like Hailstorm, Ebenez Privateers, Viking and pirate music, basically.
Alright, word. Cool.
Yeah.
My favorite's No Effects.
Something that seems as simple as a favorite band can connect people that would have never known each other before. The bonds that music create between individuals is unmatched, and hearing bands I recognize be some of their favorites was especially shocking. Our next attempt was asking some people how they pronounce Worcestershire.
How do you pronounce
Oh gosh.
that word?
Worcestershire sauce.
How do you pronounce it?
I don't say that.
Give me your best shot.
Worcestershire. What do you guys say?
Oh,
Oh no.
Worcestershire sauce? Yeah.
Okay.
I say Worcester sauce.
Okay.
Worcestershire.
Okay.
Alright, what is something that happened to you that changed your perception of the world?
Something that happened to me that changed my perception of the world.
Sorry.
Let's go. You got it. Ooh, I mean, there's a lot of things. Maybe, I mean, the biggest one was being put up for adoption when I was 2.5, and then going through 17 foster homes. I was adopted by a very caring and loving family in the state of Colorado, and I don't know. It just gives you a whole different perspective. That, and I'd say the next biggest one is moving from a town of 657 people out here to Norfolk, Virginia, where I mean there's an insane amount of stuff to do, people to talk to, people to meet, food to eat, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Michael continued sharing his story with us. This conversation wasn't like anyone we had all day. After talking to him, we felt like our goal had been completed. We started by talking to a complete stranger and ended up getting to know him.
why are you guys so nervous to just go up and talk to people?
It's scary.
It's,
The
I
world
mean,
is
it
a
is,
scary
but-
place.
The world is a very scary place. It's an insane time to live. It's really sad. But when I was 15, right, there was no fear to go out. There was no fear to go to stores alone. There was no fear to leave my car unlocked when I went to high school, right? To the point where I graduated with 11 other kids, right? And each of us, we carried guns in the backseat of our car because that was just the town we lived in.
Yeah.
Right? If I ran into the gas station, right, everybody in the store knew me, right? Hey, Clap, how's your dad doing? Hey, MC, what's up? What's up, man? Hey, just throw it on my dad's tab, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I'd go back outside, my car was still running, it was there, right? But here, I mean, I just did it. Hey, did I lock my car? Like, when was that? There was just a shooting the other day up there, wasn't there? Oh, at District 5, the bar, right?
Mhm.
A whole college bar, right? Where people are supposed to go out, have a good time, get some drinks, right? Go out with friends. And you got people shooting each other over simple disagreements. But this is crazy times we live in.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
answering.
thank you for your insight.
Yeah, no worries.
If you restarted your life from scratch, would you end up in the same place?
Yes.
Of course. Would you care to explain any?
Because I think that my life so far has been filled with ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade the ups for anything, and certainly not the ups, but the downs. I think I've learned lessons along the way that have helped me prepare for what's going forward with the future. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't really put it in context anyway because I don't have anyone else's experiences, so I only have mine. So, and I feel like, you know, how could it be any worse, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you make
Going
the best
pretty
of what you
well.
have. Yeah, you make the best of what you have, especially when you compare, you know, your situation to other people's that you may know that are in worse situations, right?
Yeah.
Or more, you know, dealing with a lot worse than what you have. So you kind of take what you have.
Yeah.
and
I
go.
think it's in today's, I know, society, everybody's so wrapped up in comparing their lives to other people and trying to wish they had what somebody else had instead of just appreciating what they have going on in their own life.
For sure.
So yeah, I would definitely do my life all over again.
The same way.
The same exact way.
The end of our day came with a final reminder. Cherish what you have and what brought you to where you are today. Talking to all these people made the world feel a little less scary. It's full of kind people with all sorts of backgrounds and stories to tell. Sometimes, all it takes to unlock that is human connection.